In the cold expanse of space, the Starship Odyssey drifted silently. Captain Alara Kane checked the navigation panels for the third time, her fingers trembling slightly. A soft warning beep echoed through the cabin. It wasn't unusual, starships always had beeps, but this one felt different, urgent. Another abandoned signal, muttered her co-pilot, Jax, his eyes narrowing at the holographic display. Alara didn't answer. Her eyes were fixed on the flickering dot in the distance. It was small, weak, barely noticeable, but it was alive. Someone, or something, was out there, sending a call. A call for help. The crew had learned to ignore most signals. Space was full of lost ships, abandoned stations, and false alarms. But this one felt different. Jax leaned closer. It looks like a pod. Not human. Alara's heart skipped a beat. She had seen alien technology before, but never something so fragile. The pod was tiny, battered, and drifting toward a nearby asteroid field. Whoever, or whatever, was inside would not survive long. She swallowed hard. "Plot a course," she said. "We're going in." The Odyssey moved like a silver arrow through the blackness, weaving carefully between rocks and debris. Outside the window, the pod floated closer, spinning slowly, its lights flickering weakly like a dying star. When they reached it, Alara initiated the docking sequence. The pod's outer shell opened with a hiss. Inside was a small figure, curled up and shaking. Jax inhaled sharply. Is it alive?" Alara's eyes widened. The figure inside was humanoid, but nothing like any human she had ever seen. Its skin shimmered faintly, like liquid silver under the dim light. Its eyes were enormous, round, and deep purple. It looked scared, and lonely. Alara felt a strange pull in her chest. "It's lost," she whispered. The alien girl lifted her gaze, staring at the humans with a mixture of fear and hope. Her small voice, soft and melodic, barely reached their ears. "Help me." No one spoke. Alara felt the weight of the moment pressing down on her. In that instant, she knew something important had just begun. They carefully brought the girl aboard the Odyssey. Medical scans revealed no weapons, no implants, just a faint energy signature they couldn't identify. She wasn't sick, just weak, and abandoned. Over the next hours, the crew debated what to do. Space regulations were strict. Picking up unknown lifeforms could mean quarantine, suspicion, even fines. But Alara didn't care. She couldn't leave her out there. Jax scratched his head. "You know what this means, right? If she's an alien, the authorities will want her. We could be in serious trouble." Alara shook her head. "She's a life. That's enough." As the ship moved away from the asteroid field, the alien girl finally spoke again. "They don't want me." The words were simple, but heavy. Alara felt her chest tighten. "Who doesn't want you?" she asked softly. "They sent me away, too many times." "Nobody wants me," the girl replied, her voice trembling. She shivered, wrapping her thin arms around herself. Alara knelt beside her. "Not here. Not anymore. You're safe now." For the first time, the girl's lips curled into a tiny, hesitant smile. Her purple eyes shimmered with something new, trust. But the Odyssey's sensors weren't finished. A sudden blip flashed on the main screen. Another ship, large, menacing, heading directly toward them. Its markings were alien, aggressive, and unmistakable. Jax froze. "We've got company. And they're coming fast." The girl's small hands gripped the edge of the medical bed. Her voice was barely a whisper, but Alara heard it clearly. "They want me back." Alara's jaw tightened. "Not on my ship. Not on my watch." The starship's engines roared. The Odyssey swerved, dodging the incoming vessel's tractor beam. Outside, stars streaked into lines as they jumped into evasive maneuvers. The girl watched silently, her eyes wide with fear and awe. She had never seen humans fight like this. She had never been protected like this. Elara glanced at Jax. "We'll figure this out. But one thing's clear, we can't let them take her." The alien girl whispered something almost to herself, a word Elara didn't understand. Yet, in that word, there was hope. And hope was dangerous in a galaxy that had already rejected her too many times. As the Odyssey sped into the unknown, the crew didn't know what awaited them, but one thing was certain, the abandoned alien girl had just found a chance at a forever home. And the galaxy would never be the same again. The alien girl huddled in the corner of the medical bay, her purple eyes wide as the Odyssey shook under the pressure of evasive maneuvers. Outside, the enemy ship glowed red, a predator in the dark void of space. Elara gripped the controls, her knuckles white. "They're fast. But we're faster," she said, though her voice carried a hint of worry. Jax's fingers flew over the navigation panel, calculating impossible maneuvers. The alien girl whispered again, words that sounded like music. Jax leaned over, trying to understand. What did she just say? Elara shook her head. "I don't know. But she's warning us, I think." A loud alarm blared. The enemy ship fired a pulse weapon. The hull shuddered. Sparks rained from the ceiling. Jax cursed under his breath. "We can't outrun them forever." Elara's mind raced. She had an idea, but it was risky. "Prepare the cloaking drive," she said. Jax froze. "Are you insane? That thing hasn't been tested outside the lab." Elara's eyes were steel. "Do you want to save her, or wait until they catch us?" The alien girl's small hand touched Elara's arm. "Please," her voice trembled. Jax gritted his teeth. "All right, let's do it." The Odyssey shivered as the cloaking drive powered up. The hull shimmered, and for a heartbeat, the ship disappeared from sensors. Outside, the enemy ship sped past, scanning but finding nothing. The girl exhaled, relief washing over her small face. She looked at Elara. "You saved me." Elara smiled faintly. "We're just getting started." Hours passed in tense silence. The Odyssey drifted through uncharted space, hiding from patrols and unknown threats. The alien girl sat quietly, watching the stars. For the first time, she felt safe. But her past weighed on her like a shadow. Elara broke the silence. "Why were they chasing you?" The girl hesitated, her tiny hands fidgeting. I don't know. They said I was dangerous, that I couldn't belong anywhere. I tried. I tried to find a home, but they rejected me every time." Jax frowned. "That's harsh. Even in a galaxy as cruel as this." Elara interrupted softly. "We'll find out who they are. But right now, you're safe with us." The alien girl tilted her head, curiosity mixed with fear. "You really mean it?" Elara nodded. "I've seen what loneliness does to a soul. You're not alone anymore." For a few moments, the hum of the engines and the distant stars filled the room. The girl's eyes sparkled with something new, trust. Suddenly, the ship shook violently. Red lights flashed. Another warning alarm blared. "Another ship?" Jax shouted, eyes wide. Elara's face turned pale. "No, it's not a ship. Something bigger." The Odyssey's sensors picked up a massive energy surge, far beyond any weapon they had ever encountered. A dark silhouette appeared in space, a massive vessel, black and jagged, pulsing with energy that seemed alive. The alien girl's eyes went wide. It's them." Jax gulped. "It's huge. And it's coming straight for us." Elara's mind raced. They had nowhere to run. The cloaking drive wouldn't hide them from a ship this size. The enemy's sensors were far too advanced. The alien girl stepped forward, her small voice steady. I can help. Ilara's eyes narrowed. Help? How? The girl raised her hands, and a faint glow began to radiate from her body. It was soft at first, like a candle flame, but growing stronger, pulsing in rhythm with her heartbeat. Jax stepped back. What is she doing? Ilara's voice was sharp. She's showing us her power, but we don't know what it can do. The massive ship approached, sending a wave of energy that shook the Odyssey violently. The alien girl's glow intensified, forming a protective shield around the ship. Sparks flew as the energy pulse hit her shield, deflecting the attack. Ilara stared in shock. She's protecting us. The alien girl's small body trembled under the strain. I've never done this before, please. The crew watched in awe as the girl held the massive energy at bay. The ship recoiled, its attack failing against her mysterious power. Jax whispered, I've never seen anything like this. Ilara gritted her teeth, her eyes on the massive ship. We can't keep this up forever. But she's giving us a chance to fight back. The alien girl's eyes met Ilara's. In that gaze, there was fear, hope, and a silent promise, she would fight to survive. The massive ship's sensors recalibrated. Its energy pulsed stronger, more focused. It was preparing for another attack. Ilara took a deep breath. Hold on. We're not giving up. Not now. Not ever. The alien girl's glow surged brighter. The Odyssey shivered under the combined power of human determination and alien strength, and in the endless black of space, a new bond was forming, one between humans and a girl who had been rejected by everyone else. A bond that might just change the galaxy forever. But the threat wasn't over. The massive enemy ship loomed closer, relentless, its intentions deadly. And the alien girl's powers were only beginning to reveal their true potential. The massive enemy ship hovered in the darkness, its jagged silhouette cutting through the stars like a predator stalking prey. Inside the Odyssey, tension gripped the crew like a heavy fog. Every sensor blip, every vibration of the ship sent shivers down their spines. The alien girl's glow pulsed, brighter now, as if responding to the danger outside. She held her small hands out, fingers trembling, eyes fixed on the massive vessel. Ilara, can she really stop it? Jax asked, voice low, almost afraid. Ilara's jaw tightened. I don't know. But we don't have a choice. She's all we've got. The girl's voice trembled as she spoke. I think I can, but it hurts. Ilara stepped closer. Do it. We'll protect you. A sudden energy wave hit the Odyssey. Sparks flew, alarms screamed. The hull groaned under the pressure. The alien girl cried out, her glow flaring wildly, forming a shimmering barrier that rippled outward like water in slow motion. The enemy ship recoiled, unable to break through her shield. Jax stared in awe. She's incredible. But the alien girl's small frame shook violently under the strain. Her eyes squeezed shut, tears streaming down her cheeks. It's too much. I can't hold it. Ilara grabbed her hands. You can. Look at me. You're stronger than you think. Focus. Something changed. The girl's glow sharpened, concentrating into a beam of pure energy. It shot from her hands toward the enemy vessel, striking it with a brilliant pulse. The enemy ship shuddered, lights flickering, systems failing. Jax couldn't believe what he was seeing. Did she just? Ilara nodded, her eyes wide. She's fighting back, and winning. But victory was fleeting. The massive ship emitted a piercing sound, a warning or a threat. Its energy weapons charged, faster and stronger than before. The Odyssey rocked violently. The girl gasped, her glow flickering. I can't stop it. Elara gritted her teeth. You don't have to do it alone. We'll help. We'll fight together. Jax flipped switches and activated the ship's defensive systems. Lasers shot from the hull, striking the enemy vessel, buying precious seconds. The alien girl's hands trembled, but her eyes hardened. Together, then. She unleashed a massive burst of energy, brighter than before, hitting the enemy vessel with incredible force. The ship rocked, systems sparking and failing. Slowly, the enemy vessel began to pull back, retreating into the darkness. The crew exhaled, relief washing over them. The alien girl slumped, exhausted, her glow dimming. Elara caught her in her arms. You did it. You're safe now. The girl's tiny voice whispered, they won't stop. They'll come again. Elara nodded, determination burning in her eyes. Then we'll be ready. We won't let them take you. Not now. Not ever. The alien girl looked up at her, awe and gratitude shining in her purple eyes. You really mean it? Elara smiled softly. Every word. Hours passed as the Odyssey drifted through the quiet stars. The alien girl rested, her small form curled up, while Elara and Jax repaired the ship and recalibrated sensors. Finally, the girl stirred. I don't understand my power. Why can I do this? Elara knelt beside her. Maybe because you were never meant to be ordinary. Maybe because the galaxy needs someone like you. But one thing's certain, you don't have to face it alone. The girl's lips curled into a small smile. I've never had anyone protect me before. Jax chuckled softly. Well, that changes now. You've got us. For as long as you need. But the stars outside were not as peaceful as they seemed. Unknown threats lurked in the darkness, watching, waiting. The alien girl had survived rejection, abandonment, and now a deadly enemy, but the galaxy was vast, and danger was everywhere. Elara's gaze drifted to the distant horizon. We've won this battle, but the war isn't over. Not by a long shot. The girl's eyes met hers, a mixture of fear and determination. I'll fight. I won't run anymore. And in that moment, a bond was sealed, a bond between humans and the alien girl, stronger than fear, stronger than distance, stronger than the stars themselves. As the Odyssey sped into the unknown, the alien girl began to realize something for the first time in her life: she could belong somewhere. She could have a home. And with humans like Elara and Jax by her side, maybe, just maybe, she could finally have the life she had been denied for so long. But the shadows in space were patient. And somewhere out there, her enemies were gathering, planning their next move. The alien girl clenched her small fists, her eyes glowing faintly. I won't let them win. Ever again. And the Odyssey moved forward, carrying its unlikely passenger toward the uncertain, thrilling, and dangerous future that awaited them all. The Odyssey glided silently through the vast, dark expanse of space. Inside, the alien girl sat on a small bench, staring out at the stars. Her hands fidgeted, and her purple eyes were distant, lost in memories she rarely spoke of. Elara approached quietly. You're quiet today. Thinking about them? The girl nodded slowly. They rejected me. Over and over. My people, they said I was dangerous. That I didn't belong anywhere. Jax frowned. Your people. You mean, your planet? She nodded again. Yes. I tried to help, to show them I could belong. But, they didn't listen. They sent me away. Every time. I was sent away. Elara's heart ached for her. You've been through so much, and yet you're still here. Still fighting. The girl's small shoulders shook. I don't want to fight. I just want to belong. Jax leaned against the wall, crossing his arms. We'll make sure you belong. On this ship. With us. The girl looked at them, hope flickering in her eyes. Really? Elara smiled softly. Yes. No matter what comes, you're not alone anymore. Suddenly, the ship's sensors beeped sharply. Jax ran to the console. We've got movement ahead, something fast. Elara tensed. Another ship? Jax shook his head. No, it's small. Maybe a scout, but it's coming straight for us. The alien girl stood, her glow faint but noticeable. I can help. Elara's eyes narrowed. Be careful. We don't know what it can do yet. The small ship approached rapidly, scanning the Odyssey. Its energy pulses were weak, but persistent, testing their defenses. The alien girl raised her hands, a soft shimmer surrounding her. The scout hit her barrier, sparks scattering as the energy absorbed the attack. Jax whispered, awed. She's getting stronger, faster than we thought. Elara nodded. We've underestimated her. And that's good, but it also means they'll come back with more. The alien girl's eyes hardened. Let them come. I won't run anymore. Hours later, after the scout had been driven away, the girl sat quietly in the med bay. She traced patterns on the table, deep in thought. Elara sat beside her. Do you want to tell me about your people? Elara asked gently. The girl took a deep breath. We're called the Lasari. We live on a planet far from here. My powers, they are rare, dangerous even. The council, they feared me. They thought I would bring disaster. So, they cast me out. They sent me away into space, hoping I would disappear. Elara listened closely. But you survived. And now you have a chance to choose your own path. The girl's lips trembled. I've never had a choice before. Always told what to do, where to go, who to be. I thought, maybe I deserved to be alone. Elara placed a hand on her shoulder. You don't deserve loneliness. Not now. Not ever. You belong with us. For the first time, the girl allowed herself to truly believe it. Her glow pulsed softly, a sign of trust forming between her and the humans who had saved her. Suddenly, alarms screamed again. The Odyssey shook violently. Jax shouted over the noise, multiple ships. They're coming. And, they're bigger this time. Elara grabbed the controls. Get us out of here. Full speed. The alien girl stepped forward, her glow brightening. I'll hold them off. Jax's eyes widened. Wait. You can't fight all of them alone. The girl shook her head. I won't let them hurt us. Not again. Outside, the enemy ships appeared, dark silhouettes against the stars. They were larger than the scout, armed with deadly energy weapons. The Odyssey's engines roared as it weaved through the oncoming assault. The alien girl raised her hands. A brilliant shield formed, shimmering and powerful, deflecting blasts that could have destroyed the ship. The hull groaned, but the shield held. Elara and Jax fired back, lasers striking the enemy ships, trying to buy time. Sparks flew as the Odyssey dodged and weaved. The alien girl's face was pale with strain, but her eyes burned with determination. I won't fail again, she whispered. Elara glanced at her. You're not alone. We're with you. Together, we're stronger. And in that moment, the alien girl realized something powerful. She was not just a survivor anymore. She was part of a team, part of something bigger than herself. For the first time in her life, she felt the warmth of belonging. The enemy ships were relentless, but the bond between humans and alien was stronger. The battle was far from over, but for the first time, hope glimmered in the darkness. The stars stretched ahead, full of danger, mystery, and possibility. And the alien girl, once rejected by all, had finally found a place where she could fight, and belong. But even as the Odyssey raced forward, one truth remained: the shadows of her past were never far behind, and her enemies would not give up. And soon, she would have to face them, head-on. The Odyssey raced through the endless black of space. Red alert lights flashed across the bridge, and the hum of the engines felt like a heartbeat against the tension. Outside, enemy ships streaked across the stars, relentless in their pursuit. Ilara's fingers moved quickly over the controls. Evasive maneuvers. Full speed. Don't give them a clear shot. Jax gritted his teeth, adjusting shields and weapons. There's too many of them. We can't outrun all of them forever. The alien girl stood in the med bay, her small hands glowing faintly. I can fight them, she whispered. Her voice wavered, but there was determination in her purple eyes. Ilara stepped beside her. We believe in you. You're not alone. The girl nodded, taking a deep breath. She focused, and her glow intensified, surrounding her like a living shield. Sparks of energy arced outward, reacting to the enemy ships as if she could sense them. The enemy fleet fired simultaneously. Red beams of energy slammed into the Odyssey. The ship shook violently, alarms blaring. But the girl's shield absorbed the brunt of the attack, deflecting most of the blasts. Jax's eyes widened. She's holding them off. But how long can she last? The alien girl's small frame trembled, sweat forming on her forehead. I have to keep going. Ilara's voice was firm. You don't have to do it alone. Focus on me. On us. Together. The girl drew strength from their words. Her glow flared brighter, shooting out waves of energy that struck the enemy ships. One vessel spiraled out of control, colliding with another. Sparks and debris exploded in space. Jax couldn't hide his awe. She's incredible. I've never seen anything like this. But the victory was temporary. The enemy commander's ship, larger and more menacing than the others, moved into position. Its energy weapons charged, brighter and deadlier than any before. The alien girl's hands shook as she raised her shield. It's too strong. Ilara grabbed her shoulder. You can do this. Remember what you just did. You're stronger than they think. The girl closed her eyes. Her glow pulsed rhythmically, syncing with her heartbeat. Then, suddenly, a beam of pure energy shot from her hands, faster and sharper than anything before. It struck the enemy commander's ship directly, causing it to shudder and lose power. The fleet faltered. The remaining ships hesitated, unsure. They had underestimated her. Jax let out a breath he didn't realize he was holding. She did it. She actually did it. The alien girl slumped, exhausted, her glow dimming as the immediate threat faded. She sank into a chair, breathing heavily. Ilara knelt beside her. You did amazing. You saved us all. The girl looked up, eyes wide. I never knew I could do that. I'm not just a danger. I can protect. Ilara smiled softly. Exactly. You're powerful, but more importantly, you're part of a team. That's what makes you unstoppable. Jax leaned against the console, shaking his head in disbelief. I can't believe how much we just relied on her. And she didn't fail us. For the first time, the alien girl allowed herself to feel pride. She had always been rejected, cast out, told she was dangerous. But now, she had done something no one else could. She had protected humans. She had a purpose. But the celebration was brief. The ship's sensors beeped again. A new signal appeared, faint, but unmistakable. Another enemy fleet, much larger and more organized than the last, was approaching fast. Ilara's face hardened. They never give up. They'll keep coming. We need to prepare. The alien girl's small fists clenched, a faint glow radiating from her. Then we'll fight. I won't let them win. Jax glanced at her, a mix of worry and awe in his eyes. She's willing to face them, all of them. Elara nodded. Yes. And we'll be right there with her. Together, we can survive anything. The stars stretched endlessly ahead, full of unknown dangers, but also hope. The alien girl, once abandoned and rejected, had finally discovered something she had never known: she belonged. And now, her real test had begun. The galaxy would challenge her, push her to her limits, and force her to grow beyond what she thought possible. But for the first time, she wasn't afraid. Not with Elara and Jax by her side. Not with a team that believed in her. The battle for her life, and the future of the Odyssey, was far from over. But one thing was clear: she had awakened her true power. And the galaxy would never underestimate her again. The Odyssey drifted through the dark expanse of space, but calm was only an illusion. The alien girl sat quietly in the med bay, her small hand still glowing faintly from the energy she had used in the last battle. She was exhausted, but her purple eyes burned with determination. Elara watched her closely. You've done more than anyone expected. But tomorrow, the real test begins. The girl frowned. Tomorrow? Why tomorrow? Jax leaned against the console. Because they're not done. That last attack, it was just a warning. Something bigger is coming. And I don't think we've seen their full strength yet. The alien girl's hands clenched. Then we'll be ready. I won't run anymore. Elara nodded, pride shining in her eyes. Good. But there's more you need to understand. Your powers, they're unique. Not just energy projection or shields. There's something inside you, something the galaxy has feared for a long time. The girl's eyes widened. Feared? Me? Yes, Elara said. You were rejected for a reason. Your people, they knew what you could become. And that's why they sent you away. The girl looked down, her glow dimming slightly. I didn't understand. I only wanted to belong, to be accepted. And you will, Elara said firmly. But first, you must understand who you are. Your power is not just for defense, it's a key. A key they want to control. That's why they're coming after you. Jax frowned, turning back to the console. So all this time, it wasn't just about rejection. They wanted her as a weapon. Elara's face hardened. Exactly. And we can't let that happen. Outside the Odyssey, the sensors detected movement again. A fleet appeared on the edge of the system, massive ships bristling with weapons. But something was different this time. The ships moved with precision, almost as if they were coordinated by a single mind. The alien girl stood slowly, her glow intensifying. I can feel them. Their energy, it's connected. They're controlled, by one entity. Elara's eyes narrowed. Then we have a target. If we can find their command, we might stop the fleet before it reaches us. Jax shook his head. That sounds dangerous. If we're wrong. Elara cut him off. We don't have the luxury of waiting. The alien girl closed her eyes, focusing inward. Her glow expanded, filling the room with soft, pulsing light. She could feel the fleet, sense the energy threads that linked each ship to the commander. Her powers had grown beyond mere shields and energy blasts. She could now perceive the structure of their forces, almost as if she could see through the enemy's eyes. Jack stared, awe written on his face. She's reading them. Their movements, before they make them. Elara's voice was calm but firm. Then we move. Follow her lead. The Odyssey emerged from the shadows, cloaked in stealth but guided by the girl's instincts. Enemy ships scanned the area, but her energy shield subtly distorted their sensors, keeping them confused. "Left, no, right, now," the girl commanded, her voice small but certain. The ship obeyed, weaving through enemy fire with uncanny precision. The alien girl's glow flared, deflecting missiles and energy beams that would have destroyed the Odyssey. The battle raged, each moment testing their strength and coordination. The alien girl's powers continued to evolve, revealing abilities even she hadn't understood. She could sense energy flows, disrupt weapon systems, and manipulate the battlefield in ways that seemed almost supernatural. Elara watched, a mixture of pride and worry. She's incredible, but every time she uses this, it drains her. She can't hold it forever. The alien girl's eyes were fierce. "I don't care. I've waited too long to be powerless. I'll fight as long as I need." Jax muttered under his breath, "She's not just fighting for herself anymore, she's fighting for us, for the ship, for everyone." As the battle continued, a shadow moved within the enemy fleet. A colossal ship, larger than anything they had seen, emerged. Its energy signature pulsed with the alien girl's own energy, almost as if it was drawn to her. Elara's face went pale. "That's their commander, and it's coming straight for us." The girl's glow flared violently, brighter than ever before. I know it. I can feel it. This is the source, the one controlling them." Jax glanced at Elara, worry etched on his face. "We're going to need more than speed and shields this time. This is something else entirely." Elara's jaw tightened. "Then we fight. Together. We've come too far to back down now." The alien girl's fists clenched, her glow illuminating the bridge. For the first time, she wasn't afraid of her power. She embraced it. The energy inside her was no longer a curse, it was a gift. And as the colossal enemy ship advanced, a new chapter of their fight began, a battle that would test the alien girl, the Odyssey, and the humans who had given her a chance to belong. The shadows of her past were closing in. But for the first time, she wasn't running. She was ready to face them head-on. The colossal enemy ship loomed closer, dark and menacing, pulsing with energy that seemed alive. Every light on the Odyssey flickered as the vessel's presence pressed down like a shadow. The alien girl stood on the bridge, her small frame glowing brightly, her purple eyes focused. She was exhausted, drained from every battle before, but there was no fear, only determination. Elara's voice cut through the tension. "This is it. The commander's ship. The source of all their attacks. If we can stop it, the rest of the fleet will falter." Jax swallowed hard. "And if we fail?" Elara's jaw tightened. "We won't fail. Not with her leading us." The alien girl's glow pulsed in rhythm with her heartbeat. She extended her hands, and energy rippled outward, forming a shield that enveloped the Odyssey. Then, for the first time, she reached deep inside herself, calling forth a power she had never fully used. The colossal ship fired a massive energy beam, the kind that could have shattered planets. The alien girl met it with a blinding light, holding it back with every ounce of strength. Sparks flew, alarms screamed, and the hull of the Odyssey groaned. Jax shouted, "She's holding it. But she can't do this forever." The girl gritted her teeth, sweat and tears streaming down her face. I won't let them win. Not now, not ever." With a sudden burst, she focused all her energy into a single, precise strike. The beam shot forward, colliding with the enemy ship's core. The colossal vessel shuddered violently. Its pulsing energy faltered. Lights blinked out. Systems failed. The massive ship exploded in a brilliant flash, sending the remaining fleet scattering into the void. The Odyssey rocked from the shockwave, but the shields held. Silence fell, broken only by the hum of the engines and the soft beeping of the console. Elara exhaled deeply. She did it, she actually did it. Jax shook his head, still in disbelief. She didn't just survive, she saved all of us. The fleet, the galaxy, maybe even more. The alien girl sank to her knees, her glow dimming as exhaustion overtook her. Elara knelt beside her, wrapping her in a protective embrace. "You were amazing," Elara whispered. "You faced everything, the rejection, the battles, the fear, and you won. You've earned a place. Here. With us." The girl's eyes glimmered with tears. I've never had anyone say that before. I've never felt home. You have now, Jack said softly, kneeling beside them. No one will reject you here. Not ever. For the first time in her life, the alien girl smiled freely, a bright, genuine expression that reached her glowing eyes. She had fought, survived, and now she belonged. Hours later, the Odyssey continued its journey through the stars, quiet but safe. The alien girl sat in the observation room, watching distant nebulae swirl in colors she had never seen before. She felt calm, a warmth she had never known. Elara joined her. "You've come a long way. Do you feel different?" The girl nodded. "Yes, stronger. Not just because of my powers, but because I have a place, people who care." Elara smiled. "That's what home feels like. You've earned it. And we'll protect it. Together." Jax leaned against the wall, looking at her with admiration. "You're part of the crew now. Part of the family. And we're lucky to have you." The alien girl's purple eyes glimmered with gratitude. "I never thought I'd belong anywhere. But now, I finally do." As the stars stretched endlessly outside the Odyssey, a sense of peace settled over the crew. The battles were far from over, space was still full of dangers, but they had faced the darkness together and survived. The alien girl's past, the rejection, the loneliness, the fear, was behind her. Ahead lay a future she could choose for herself. She could explore, learn, and grow without fear. She had found a forever home. And in that home, among humans who believed in her, she realized something more. Strength came not just from powers, but from love, trust, and the courage to keep going even when the galaxy had turned against her. Elara placed a hand on her shoulder. "The galaxy is vast, and your journey is just beginning. But you'll never walk it alone again." The girl looked out at the stars, her glow calm, steady, and bright. "I won't. I'll face it all. And I'll protect my home, our home." The Odyssey sailed onward, carrying its unlikely crew into the endless expanse of space. Together, they would explore, fight, and survive. Together, they had built something stronger than any power, stronger than any enemy. And the alien girl, once rejected and cast away, finally had what she had always longed for, a place to belong, a place to call home, and a future full of hope.